I guess I always had very thin hair. I wasn't, I think, ever aware of it, the fact that my hair was very thin, until people pointed it out, or I'd put it in a ponytail and they'd go, oh wow, your hair is like maybe a quarter of mine when I touch it with the ponytail. But it never really bothered me too much that I had thin hair. It's just what I grew up with, and most of my family has thin hair, so that's sort of what it was like. My dad is now patching out as well. He's losing lots of his blonde, and that's just, I think, what I thought my fate was. Yeah, I guess sometimes I felt like maybe I wanted more hair. Was if I feel like I have to almost wash it every day to sort of get it voluminous. And I remember at one stage of my life I had short hair, and so I had to tease it like notoriously to get any sort of volume out of it, because otherwise it would just stay flat against the back of my head. And it was very obvious when I used like the mirror to sort of look in the back and go, oh, there's nothing there. So I'd have to like get the mousse and the hairspray and sort of tease it to get some lift. For me, the crown extension was more of an accessory as a hair product as opposed to a necessity. And I really noticed it when the first day that I wore it. I was actually getting changed on the fly to go to an evening wedding, and I remember getting changed very quickly and not having time to do my hair. So I thought, oh, I'll just see what this looks like, and so I popped the crown extension on and was like, oh wow, it looks like I've done my hair. It's almost like slapping on a pair of heels to make yourself look good if you're sort of, just looking for an extra boost, and I feel like that's what it was the first time I wore it. I think it's really easy to use, like if you don't have time to wash your hair, for example, and you just want to pop it on. It's really easy to just kind of go and on the fly, because you only have to wash it, say every week if you're wearing it every day, but a lot less frequent than that if you're not wearing it every day. So I think it's quite a convenient thing to be able to use. Very much recommend the crown extension. It certainly gives you, I guess, a bit of that glam feel, especially if you're going to a big event or you're wanting to get dressed up for something. It kind of makes you feel like you're sort of in Hollywood with the big hair, and you've sort of got it there, and you don't have to do too much to your own hair to tease it and destroy it to get it looking full. So I think in that sense, I would really recommend it. My husband loves it. He looked at it and went, wow, oh my gosh, you look so different. You've got a full head of hair. So it definitely does make a difference. I find even on a windy day, like when, there's like the wind's blowing and I'm like, oh, is it going to fall off? But it's really secure, so the clips are very much sort of tight on the top of my head, just as a normal extension would be in the back. So I feel like it's very secure, and it's just sort of a part of my hair. The other thing I found with the extension as well is that you can actually put up your hair. So, because I do a lot of sport and things like that, I figure, oh, you wouldn't normally wear it, but I can see that you can actually wear your hair up as well. You're not just limited to having it down, and you can do things with the top just like you would to any other scalp to style it and make it look good. I also like the fact that you can style it when it's not on your hair, so you can actually control the styling a bit better. Sometimes when you're styling your own hair, you find it's really tricky to get the hairdryer and all sort of the combs in the right place, but when you're actually looking at it and you're styling it on something else, you can actually control the style a lot better, so it's a bit easier to do your hair. It was really easy and straightforward, the process. And so it was kind of fun with Andrew picking out the colour and seeing how it matched my natural tone as well. When the colours came in, kind of reviewing the product and cutting it in as well, just to make sure there wasn't too much, because sometimes the product's made for people who don't have very much hair at all. So just making sure that it was seamless as opposed to looking like something that just sat on top of my hair. So yeah, the whole thing was really good.